Okay. So. They've given us 2 point. They've given us one endpoint and the midpoint and one of the endpoints. So G is the missing point, and I'm going to go ahead and say that its coordinates are just x and y. We don't know what they are, so they are our unknowns, x and y. But we do know how you find the midpoint from the two endpoints. You add them together, so that'd be x plus -2 divided by 2 has to equal 8. Does that make sense? We're following the formula, but a different way. Instead of this over here being our unknown, this one's our unknown. And I'm going to do the same thing with the y coordinate. These two added together, y plus 9 divided by 2 is equal to 0. So over here, I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. I get x plus -2 is equal to 16. So I'm going to add 2 to both sides. I'm going to get x is equal to 18. Okay, we're halfway there. We know the x coordinate of our point. And 18 go right here. Now, I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. The 2's cancel just like they did over here. That gives me y plus 9 is equal to 0. Because 0 times 2 is 0. So if I subtract 9 from both sides, I get y is equal to -9. There we go. -9, that's terrible. But anyway, you got the idea. There we go. Okay, so here's the idea. These two cancel each other out. Now here's what, so if we wanted to go the long way, here's what we could do. If I multiplied the 2 out, I'd have 2x plus, instead of hold on a second. No. Back up. Let me say this a different way. Okay. If the two things, if when I add them together, if half of them make 8, this is saying take the whole thing, take it in half, and you get 8. Well, then the whole thing should be 16, right? If half of it is 8, the whole thing is 16. Do we agree? Okay, well, that's what I'm doing. I'm saying, let's double it. Half of it is 8, the whole thing is 16. See, the thing is, this division bar, it also acts as a grouping symbol. So this divide by 2, the only other thing we could have done would be distribute it across, and then you've got a fraction. It's a mess. Much better to get rid of this divide by 2 before you distribute it. But the logic of it is we're saying half of this thing is 8, so the whole thing is 16. Half of this thing is 0, so the whole thing is 0. I'm glad you asked that question. Good question.